Hi everyone! It is time for another makeup basket for the next 2 weeks. This week I actually want to do it a little bit different. I want to move everything out of my makeup baskets, move it back into the drawers, and then pull out the items that I want to use for the next 2 weeks and see if maybe that way I can get more variety into my makeup basket. In the past I've only pulled out specific items and then gathered some items that I wanted to put in because I felt like it, and other items that I needed to put in because I had used up other products from a makeup basket. And I think I need a bit more of a change now because the weather is changing. It is very hot. It's my hair's up in a messy bun because I just can't take it. It is too warm, it's too hot. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So yeah, that being said, I will take you to my vanity, and then we're gonna go over what I had in my makeup basket and what I thought about it, and then we're gonna go and draw out products from my drawers and everything. So let's try this with my son running around back and forth. This is actually, like I mentioned, a little bit different. I wanted to go over my makeup basket for the past, I don't know how many weeks with you. I had put in stuff, I had taken out stuff, and it is time to go through everything and just rotate in and out a bit more. Just because I want to have a bit more of a variety again, and I want to change up stuff more. So I guess we'll just get started. So for starters, we have in here face products. I have my Eco Cosmetics sunscreen for babies and kids. This is with SPF 50+, and I absolutely love this. Then I had two foundations here. I have the Tarte Amazonian Clay for Coverage foundation in the shade Ivory, and I have the Wet n Wild Cover All Cream foundation in the shade Fair. I also have two concealers here. They are both Catrice concealers. And the top one here is the Catrice Camouflage Cream in the shade Ivory 010. And the bottom one is the Catrice Camouflage in the shade 010 Porcelain. Then I have my Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. This is mattifying, long-lasting, and oil-free. I had the Catrice Prime and Fine Powder in here, the mattifying powder waterproof and transparent. And this is what it looks like. So this is not necessarily transparent, but once you actually use a powder brush with it, it does not show up. Then for other face products I had in here for the past few weeks, my Urban Decay Naked Flushed Palette in the shade Native. And this is what it looks like. I have used this quite a bit. At least the highlighter and the bronzer. And I do like them quite a lot. I have not used the blush at all. I have swatched this maybe twice, and that's about it. But as I am working on my non-cruelty free blushes, I also did not want to play with this. Then I have, and this is a bit of a spoiler, I have my MAC Blush in Style in here, and there is not a lot left. I have to repress this, so I hope you can see this. I don't know why I always have these things right in the middle where it seems like there's color there and product, but there isn't. I have to repress this soon, but I know I need to apply makeup again today, so I will just not do it until I have done that, and then I will probably see if I can insert a picture of this. I also had my Essence Matte Touch Blush in here. This is in the shade Peach Me Up, and this is very nice, but it is cruelty free, and I might just move this out, honestly. And then I have my M&Y blush in 101. This is another non-cruelty free blush that I'm trying to use up. It is very nice. I like using this. But I was trying to focus on the MAC blush because if I have used this one up, I will only have this one left. Then I actually moved the NYX powder blush in the shade Taupe out of my decluttering pile. And I might do this with a few more products over the next few weeks. And I will do a separate video on that, of course. But I wanted to give it another try to see if I could maybe try to get this to work as a contour shade for me, like everybody else has been using this. And actually, one of the Ulta brushes that Mary gifted me and sent me a few months back works wonderfully with this NYX blush, and now I can actually use this, so I'm very happy that I had decided to just try it again and give it one last shot. Then for eye products, I have two in here. I have my, this is another spoiler, I have my MAC palette in the shade Bare My Soul in here, and I've been trying to work on this quite a bit. And I also have my Burberry eyeshadow in the shade Pale Barley in here. This is one of their Wet n Dry Silk shadows. And this is just what it looks like. This shows up. So yeah, I'm working on this. It's a quite nice shade. But again, it's not cruelty free. Then for other eye products, I have my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Greed in here. This is just the golden one. For other eye products, I have this little container here. This contains just the bits and pieces that broke off an Urban Decay eyeshadow in the black palette. And I just still need to use this one up, and I hope I will do this eventually, because there is a lot of eyeshadow left in the pan and the palette itself. But I wanted to use these bits and pieces up. There's not even a lot left, so this should be done within hopefully a week if I actually start using it, and it's very nice. So maybe I'll get to do this in the upcoming weeks. Then I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Dip Brow Pomade, in the shade Blonde, and this is the shade. It's quite nice, honestly. This is more of a grayish, cool toned blonde shade, and I like this a lot. And I have my MAC Fluid Line in Rich Ground in here. And this is just a bronzy, there you go. A bronzy shade. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. It's just a bronzy shade. And yeah. So there's that. And then we have the small container here. I have my CoverGirl Lash Blast Luxe Mascara in the black brown shade. And black blue, pardon me, shade. I have my Alverdi Transparent Eyebrow Gel. The Trended Up Ultra Black Eyeliner Pen Waterproof. This has a felt tip. The P2 Perfect Look Lip Liner in the shade Tangerine. Then I have a NYX Girls Gloss in the shade Peach. My NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Apple Strudel. My Anastasia Beverly Hills Tinted Brow Gel in Blonde. The Catrice Beautifying Lip Smoother in the shade Apricot Cream. My NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. My Zoeva Graphic Eyes Plus Pencil in Good Karma. This is a, on the back here you can see better, it's a teal shade, very nice. Then I have the Catrice Kohl Kajal in the shade Shockwaves. And finally there we go, the Trended Up Ultra Black Liquid Eyeliner. So I'm going to move all these back into my collection with the exception of the CoverGirl, because that is about to run out, and then I'm going to go over everything. Oh yeah, I have a Starbucks card in here because I actually use this if I want to get a straight line for my eyeliner. Works better than having to put tape on your skin and then having to move it up, taking it off again, because I think that tucks on your skin. So I just use a credit card or credit card style card to do that, and my old Starbucks card works just well for that. So that being said, I'm going to move everything back into the specific drawers and compartments in my vanity, and then I guess you will see what I pick out. Okay? So we're gonna start with face products because that is the easiest for me to make sure I don't forget anything. Of course, I'm sticking with my, where the heck am I? Of course, I'm sticking with my Eco Cosmetics sunscreen for babies and kids. This is what I've been using on my face for the past few weeks, and it actually does a very good job. I'm going to stick with that. For primer, this one is almost empty, so I'm going to stick with my Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base, mattifying, long-lasting, and oil-free. So I'm going to go with that. I think for foundation, I am going to stick with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Ivory. This is somewhere around here, I guess. Yeah, somewhere around here, so I'm going to go with that. For concealers, I'm also going to stick with the two Catrice concealers right here, the Catrice Camouflage Cream in Ivory and the Liquid Camouflage in Porcelain. I still don't know why they are called differently, if they are both a shade 0 or 10, but that's how it is. For powder, I'm going to go with my Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder, waterproof and transparent, because that is doing a very good job in summer. I'm sorry for the background noise. I hope it does not disturb you too much, but I like having my cutie around. So that's face products, face base. Then let me quickly move up here for other face products. I'm gonna go and move stuff out actually, because it might be easier. So these are my face products, and I have over here my highlighters and my bronzers and my face palettes. In here I have my blushes. These are my green blushes, so these are the powder ones. These are the two Project Pan items. This is another contour powder, and this is my e.l.f. blush palette. This is the dark one right here, which I think is very, very pretty. So I know I want to put in another cream blush, so I'm going to go with the oldest one that I have. This is the Essence Ready for Boarding Lip and Cheek Cream in the shade Beauty on Tour. This was limited edition way back in 2012, if I remember correctly. And this is what it looks like. I think this is very pretty, and I think I'll have fun using this. Then I'm going to move my two blushes back in here, the MAC Blush in Style and the M&Y Blush in 101. I'm going to quickly swatch these for you, and I see my batteries blinking. That's just wonderful. So, hopefully you can see this on this finger, and the swatch is very light. This is a corally shade, and I think it'll go well with the cream blush as well. This has a golden sheen to it. And then I have my M&Y blush in the shade 101. This is very, very pale. This is just a hint of color on my skin. I'm going to move that in because I need to work on that, of course. And my NYX powder blush in the shade Taupe will stay in there in my makeup basket as well, because this is what I use as my contour shade. So, yeah. We go with that. So, then we need maybe a bronzer, definitely a highlighter. So, I want to play around with this here. This is the Ultra Duo in Splendor bronzer. So I'm going to go with this here. I think as the blush is very similar to my M&Y blush, but a bit darker, I'm probably gonna be okay not being too tempted using that, because I really want to try the bronzer and possibly the blush like once or twice, but I need to work on the blushes I'm trying to pan, so we're gonna go with that. And for highlighter, I'm gonna go with this guy here again. This is my Wet n Wild Fergie highlighter in Rosé Champagne Glow. So then we need a eye primer, and I'm gonna go with this one here again for a change. This is my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Thin. So this is a rosy champagne color, and I think I just want to switch them back and forth because these two are my oldest primer potions and I need to work on them and use them up eventually. So I'm going to move back and forth to just get use out of both of them. For eyeshadows, I am definitely going to go with my MAC palette in Bare My Soul. And of course the Burberry eyeshadow in Pale Barley because I need to work on both of these. And apart from that, I'm gonna go with something else. So we're back in here, and I need I want to use up my little sample from the Urban Decay black palette. So I need to use that one up finally. I'm gonna go with that. And then I need, let's see, which one of these is the older one? This is the older one. And I'll put this guy in. This is my Catrice Velvet Matte eyeshadow in the shade Vanilla Fair. So I'm going to put that one in. This is a creamy shade. This works perfectly as a brow bone highlight, etc. So keep that out. And for a palette, I'm going to go with my Urban Decay Smoked palette. I don't think I've used this one in the past few weeks, so there you go. These are the shades that I have available to me then. And I might just be working on these more often than on the Catrice Velvet Matte shadow, but you know, something I need to put in soonish anyway, so before I forget it. So and then we need eyeliners, lip products, brow products, mascara. So for starters, I'm going to keep my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk in here because I'm trying to pan this one. Then I need a mascara, and I'm going to go with the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, Bigger, Blacker, Badder, because this is the one that I have had longest. And I just need to work on it. The brush is a great bristle brush, so that should be fun. So then I need a brow product, and as I want to hit ping on my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde, I am going to put this back in. This is in my Rolling Project Pan Roulette. And it's quite a nice product. I like this a lot, and I'm surprised that it is still as creamy as it is. I was afraid that it might actually dry out because I've had this open for quite a while now. And this is another one of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomades. This is in the shade Caramel. I have both of these because I was not sure which one would suit me better, so I bought them both, and I'm just going to use up one and then I'm going to go and move on with the other. So mascara, I have brow products I don't need. I have one, and that is plenty. So we're going to continue on with lip products and the likes, I guess. I have all my eyeliner type products. That includes liquid liner, gel liner, kajals, and so on. And for starters, I'm going to move this one out again. This is my MAC Fluid Line Enriched Ground. I want to use this one up this year, and I'm doing okay, so we're going to put this back in because I really want to make a dent in it and just get it out of my collection because it is not cruelty free. And then we're going to go on with other liners. I don't want to move in and play around with my Urban Decay liners yet. Color wise, I don't have too much color going on in my makeup basket if I remember correctly, so let's see. Most of the products in here are actually like teal. I'm gonna go with my Zoeva Graphic Eyes Plus liner in Good Karma again. This is just this wonderful darker teal shade with golden reflex in it. I want to work on this. I want to use this one up because this is fairly small. And I think if I just continue using this, it'll be a good idea. So what else do we have? debating moving this one in because I don't have one of these anymore. So this is the NYX Water Pencil in Light Clear. This is supposed to work as a spot concealer, as a brow bone highlight, and a waterline shade to brighten up your eyes. And I'm just going to try it. I want to see how it works, and I will go based off of that. And I think that is it for what I want to move out of this for now. Yeah, just because I don't want to have too much going on. I know I will not be moving back and forth between looks and the likes too much, so having a bit of a variety is nice, but having too much will just mean I won't use everything. So let me put this back in here. And then we have lip products. So these are only the lip products that I still have in my collection that I want to use up. Minus I think 2 lip glosses or lip gloss type products that I am trying to use up because those are in a separate container. Not going to worry about these too much. I'm going to move back in my Clinique Super Balm Moisturizing Gloss in the shade Raspberry. I was supposed to try and use this one up by the end of the month. I don't think it'll happen. I still have quite a bit left. But I am nonetheless going to continue working on this because I want to get as close to done as possible. This is starting to separate a bit. I don't know if you can see that. Like I feel like there's bits and pieces of the color that is just gathering in specific areas. Otherwise it hasn't changed, so I'm going to try and use this one up as fast as possible. And I still want to use up my Clinique Chubby Stick in the shade Oversized Orange. This is it. This is a very subtle shade and there's not too much left. I just need to work on it for a month or two. And just to give you a quick swatch of this guy here, there's not a lot of color to it. So this here is the Clinique gloss. As you can see barely anything. I kind of like that. I don't mind it because that means I can just throw it on whenever and I don't have to worry about it too much. Other than that, I'm supposed to be working on these right now because these happen to be in my rolling project Piano Roulette as well. Probably, I'm going to put in the NYX Butter Gloss again because I haven't even opened this. The plastic wrapper is still on it, but I'm going to continue working on the NYX Girls Gloss and Peach because this will actually be a nice, it's more of a pinky shade, and I think I like this. And if I don't want to have any of the clear or more orange going on, I'm going to go with that. So then for a lip liner, I don't have too much to choose from, to be honest. Like, I have these 3 and that's it. And in all honesty, I don't know about them. I'm going to put in the Essence one now because I don't want to use up my Trended Up one. I like that too much. The P2 Perfect Look Lip Liner in Tangerine is a bit too orange, and this kind of limits me with my lip looks. So I'm going to move this one back in. I'm going to go and try the Essence lip liner in Wish Me a Rose. This is very cool toned and pinky. There you go. And yeah, I just want to see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'll just move it out of my collection or maybe ask my mom if she wants to try and use this one up. So that is that for this area, and then I need to go and see what chapstick I want to work on. So this contains my chapsticks, tinted lip balms, and my one solid perfume that is cruelty free and vegan. So I'm gonna leave that in for the time being. I want to use this one up for my project Use It Up 2016, so I'm going to put this in. This is the Burt's Bees Rejuvenating Lip Balm with acai berry. I like this quite a bit. I've made some dent in this already. So yeah, this is just a clear chapstick, and my problem is I used to just keep my lip balm in my bathroom and use this in the morning and the evening, and this one I carry around with me for some reason, and this just makes it a bit more difficult for me to use this one up, because often enough I don't reach for this, but I reach for the lip gloss I have with me instead. So this doesn't have as much progress yet as the others would have, and as the others did in that time. So yeah, I'm gonna go and see what I could do with this, but I'm continue working on that, of course. So I hope you enjoyed this a little bit different type of a makeup basket video. I am not going to do this every single time I film a makeup basket, but I think as I go through my project pan items, I will probably enjoy doing this just because I can change up things. And it'll mean that I can move around more often with all the items that I have going. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Please let me know what you think I should be pulling out anytime soon, because maybe you just saw it in my drawers. So I would appreciate your input. I do like this, and sometimes it just takes a bit of the pressure off me because I don't have to pick items myself if I have little suggestions. So do that, please. And I hope you will have a wonderful week. I will see you guys soon. Bye!